farmer, friend, singer-songwriter, Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer, friend, and jack of all trades, Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebudguys.
Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us one more time. I'm Chris, that's Lyal. We are those Tastebudguys. I was gonna start this intro down here on my knees like this ledge below the bar. Freaking hurts. I don't think I can do it.
Interrupt your intro real quick.
Yeah.
I just got some of the cork whiskey on my fingers and I licked it off. Oh my God. This is gonna be a great
These
episode.
are so bad. I'm so.
At least a great whiskey.
Anyways, thanks for joining us. If it's your first time, guys, lower your expectations. We're just two guys drinking. We don't know nothing about nothing. We just like to try some different stuff, have some tasting notes, get you guys to chime in down below if you will. Talk to us about it. There's no right or wrong answers. If you like it, you like it. If this is your first time, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with us. Also, don't forget to do all the social media stuff all around down wherever it's at. Little bells and thumbs and things like that. And then friends over at Ray Hunt Tequila. Give them some like.
There.
Yeah, over here. Them first. Julio sent us these bottles. Super cool dude. We're going to have him on over our lives here pretty quick, I think. Or maybe it's already happened, depending on when this episode comes out.
Fair.
And then we're going to have more information. We're going to get these bottles on our episodes as well. And then also, now, Lyle.
Buy us a Venmo beer.
You're never going to get that right, are you?
Buy us a beer.
Just a couple bucks would be great. For those of you guys that's doing more, thank you so much. God, it helps. Every time someone throws $5 or $10 away, it just makes it so much easier to grab these bottles. The other thing I'm going to say real quick before you get started, because it's pertinent to this episode, is thank you to all of our Missouri distillers. They've given us so much stuff over the years. We're not even able to get it all crammed in last year. There's just so much stuff that we're still trying to catch up with. That includes this bottle today. Guys, man, Missouri makes some killer stuff. Please go check them out as well.
Missouri's kicking ass right now.
They are.
I'm going to say, there's some really good stuff going on.
They are. And this is
one of them. This is a smaller one. This is one of those that I would unabashedly tell you to seek out.
It's smaller, but it's 110 proof.
No, the distillery itself.
Tiny is a good word for it. It's not much bigger than the room we're standing in.
Well, I think they had plans to expand, but yeah, when we went up there, it was a very small operation.
See if I could help them.
But oh my God, top notch, insane product. If you like big, bold, like deep-bodied, flavorful bourbons and whiskeys,
Man, my ooze on this is just
I would not
oak and honey.
I would not classify this as a sort of a Kentucky traditional straight situation. This is a big.
I mean, you could tell from the color on this thing. This has got some age to it. So,
Which here's a kicker. So is this in a bourbon? Yeah, it's bourbon. Okay. Aged a minimum of 6 months, it says. Right? For some reason I thought bourbon had to be 2 years.
it does have to be 2 years.
So I'm not sure why it says 6 months. But I will
Right,
say,
generic label that just lets them get away with whatever they want.
that's probably fair. I do think that their secret right now is that they age their whiskeys in these teeny tiny barrels.
Well, that could be.
They're teeny tiny barrels. But with the flavor they're able to produce with those little barrels is insane. And I assume that that's just because,
Yeah, I imagine the scale up on that would be hard.
yeah. So I think this is to me, this is a true boutique whiskey. This is a true small batch situation. It is just phenomenal.
Knowing how potent,
And now I'll smell it and taste it.
knowing how potent this is, I am shocked at how non-offensive it is to the nose when, as far as the alcohol notes in it. It's not there. You just smell this and you
It's
just
not
get
that boomy, yeah.
heavy wood notes. The oak is in there, a little bit of honey's on there, that kind of barn earth note, it's the saddle leather, the earthiness, grassy notes, it's all in there.
There's a
bit of a sweetness to it.
There's a little floating piece of it that you're like, this feels like it might be pretty heavy on the ABV, but it's not. Sometimes you'll get those really high proof ones and you'll take a whiff of the nose and you go, that's going to be a struggle bus to get past this one. This is not that way. This is just a little bit of like warning of like, hey, there might be something big to come.
Smells like a hug. Why did our thing just go off?
I'm not sure, but the light's still on. You want me to check it while you ramble?
I think it's just our monitor.
I think it's just a monitor.
Let's be safe. Go ahead and check it so we're not doing anything silly. You guys can watch me sit here, smack my lips, and go,
Yeah, I think it's just the monitor.
yeah, that fixed it. You're good. Beep. We had a loose cable, apparently. The monitor quit.
We've had so many cameras quit. We have to check if it's the cable or the cameras. Oh my God! All right. Here's the mash bill: 78% corn, 12% rye, 10% barley, and kudos for them for putting the mash bill on there.
Right?
I always I love it when people do that. Gives me a better idea of what's going on.
All right. The number one flavor, just like on the nose, that I'm coming up with is wood flavor. The wood notes, the tannins, it's a little bitter, as wood flavor barrel aging gets to be.
Yeah.
Not so much so that, sometimes after a while they start to become a little mellow. This is still in that area where it is bitey.
Yeah.
It's big.
100%.
It gives your tongue a bit of a numbness, especially with the alcohol that goes under it. Little fuzzy feeling. That being said, it's not in a bad way. If you don't like to taste the wood notes, all right, then maybe it isn't a bad way for you. But I enjoy bold whiskeys. I enjoy stuff that's usually heavily wooded, especially the closer it gets to tobacco note for me, the better it tends to fit my profile.
Man, this is what I want an old fashioned made with. This flavor profile. And then, to me, when you get a smoked old fashioned, this is what you're actually imparting into that old fashioned is this flavor profile. It's insane. I think Chris is right. If you don't like heavily wood, oaky notes,
Predominantly wood.
yeah, in your whiskey, this is
Something a little more mellow that you might want to pump the brakes a little on this one.
You know what? I didn't even say. I just said Blacksmith. This is the Black Anvil Barrel Proof.
We should probably say
110 proof, 55%.
You'd think 6 years. Be 6 years day after tomorrow we've done this. This is New Year's Eve for us.
You think we'd be professional?
You'd think we'd know something about this, but we don't.
Yeah. I gotta have another.
All right. So the other notes that come across this, that the predominant note is the wood notes. Secondary note I get off this is kind of a cake note.
Cake?
Yeah, there's a little bit of sweetness. It's like white cake, and a little bit of vanilla, the egg white cake. That's what but there's a sweetness to it. The next note I get on there's a little bit of honey, like angel flavored, maybe.
Yeah.
No, not angel flavored. No, just white cake, sheet cake. And then the fourth thing, and this is what I was trying to get at, the fourth note I noticed is finally the alcohol. For something that big and bold, for the fourth flavor thing that I noticed comes to be the alcohol, is pretty wild.
It is quite a bit in the background. There's a grape note that I get in there. And
grape as in grape flavor or grape as in wine?
Wine.
Okay.
But
I'm with you on that.
It seems like I'm just tasting wine this morning.
I think it's inferred though. It's just the dryness. And yeah, you're right. This is the second thing we've come up with a wine note.
But it's, to me,
both of them deserve it.
Kind of has this wine quality to it. It's really good. It's not very sweet. Which I think is a good thing. But you would think,
which I know I said the second flavor was kind of sweet. It is, but it's so in the background of
Well, and I think you said cake. I'll say honey. I think it's kind of that, or maybe even agave syrup situation. It's a subtle sweetness that's not. It's not just simple syrup.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's a subtle inferred thing. Now, as I'm going back to the nose now, I'm also starting to pick up the earthy notes more, like mushroom type notes. It's
fungal is a good description, I think. Yeah. It's barnwood. I
don't think fungal's ever a good description for something I'm drinking or eating.
But if you're not around the country where you're around a lot of old buildings or old barns and old wood and stuff, it might be kind of difficult to pull out. But
Yeah, there's a dusty, dry, moldy is such a bad thing to say when you're trying to describe something in a good way, but if you've never been in an old building, or if you ever have, you'll know what I mean.
I legit feel like I could take a chunk out of my 100-year-old barn and pair it with this. I could just gnaw on a piece of oak and drink it, gnaw on a piece of oak and drink it. It has that kind of connotation to it. Yeah, fantastic stuff.
We've had these. It's been a while since we've had.
Well, we haven't had this. Well, we had this one there.
Yeah, I was going to say everything.
I think we were so drunk when we went there that we were unsure when.
Not nearly as drunk as we was when we left.
But I think we were concerned that, like, perhaps it wasn't as good as we thought it was. And every time we've opened a bottle, we've gone, holy shit.
We got to do their honey whiskey soon. And we actually reopened it the other day and hit it, and it was everything we remember. These guys are so good, and we just, we can't tell you enough about just trying this. You got to give them a shot. They're right here, square in the middle of Missouri.
Some brothers, right?
A couple brothers, at least three of them, I
I
think.
think there's three of them, yeah. Sweetheart of people. Yeah, just really good
dudes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how easily obtainable you can get this. It's probably going to be a little bit harder than.
That's why I say this is worth searching out.
But
this
look
is worth
for it. Look
contacting them. I know I think they ship. I'm pretty sure. But this is worth getting a hold of these bottles.
I guess it's probably worth pointing out they do some other things too. They'll do private label things for you as well, and do some specialty. Again, they're small enough that they can do some really neat things.
Yeah.
Get on their website, check them out.
Actually, we should have probably talked about this. We'll do more in future episodes.
Yeah, we've got more of their stuff.
I think their minimum for private label was like 2 cases or something.
It's small.
It was very approachable.
Yeah.
And but whiskey's good.
This whiskey's so good.
All right. Anything else about Blacksmith Barrel Proof?
All the things and everythings. Yes. There's more to say, but not enough time to do it.
All right. Until next time.
Whether it be the whiskey from Missouri that you are drinking,
The good friends you're meeting.
the clothes that you're wearing while you're drinking the whiskey from Missouri that you all wish you had, don't even know it.
Or the people you're meeting, grab a buddy and try something new.
That gets better the more you drink of it. Guys, thanks for joining us one more time. Don't forget, do all the social media things. This is the part where we'll ask you to click and like and subscribe and share and all those things, and put us on Facebook and tell other people to join us, and all those things helps us tremendously. Obviously, we'll start out. Don't forget the guys over at Blacksmith Brewing. We want you to go check them out. We also want you to help our friends over at Tequila. We also want you to help our friends from all over Missouri and all the other places that give us. So just do all those things we ask you every episode. It'd be great. Thank you so much. And don't forget the QR code.
Yeah, clock in. Do some work. Cheers.